You just got to do it. You just got to do it. You just got to press the go live button. You just got to do it. I think this is live. All right, let's do it. You know that song? We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Anyways, that song's been in my head while I was setting up this tripod and camera. I don't know why. But that's what's here as we start. So those of you who are actually seeing this are people who have accepted the invitation for my new page, which is Oceanic Global Body Stretch. So congratulations for accepting. We are going to, it always feels so weird when I walk away from the camera. I think you can't hear me, but I bring you with me. You are part of me. So we are here, as always, in Delphi, Greece. That's where we'll be doing these from, most likely, and unless we do it from someplace else. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, let's just do it. So, I don't know what we're going to do right now. Oh, I should probably take my sneakers off, though. That I do know. And the reason I don't know what we're going to do right now is because I haven't pre-planned anything. Because we're going to listen to the now motion that is the earth. The earth's now motion. That is the motion that is available for our bodies to listen to as the same. Okay? I know I'll probably repeat myself a lot in these videos, but that's a-okay. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with getting the rocks out from underneath our surface. We're going to start with what's here. So when I say listen, I'm not listening from my body that is separate from your body, or my body that is separate from the earth, or my body that is separate from all creation, okay? So many of you have probably taken a yoga class before. This is not that, nothing against yoga. I taught yoga for many years, but this is not that, okay? We are listening from a different reference. So, this papa and his little boy just rode by on their bike down a hill. So, immediately start to feel the stretch of the sides, okay? Arms overhead. And it's just a gentle opening of the right side and a gentle opening of the left side. And there is a gentle press down of that right foot and then left foot, whatever side you're leaning towards. There is an opening, okay? And at the same time that there's a press down through the feet, there's also a rise up from the earth into the body. Okay, that's very, very noticeable right now. So as you're doing this, either with me now live or on your own at some later date, see if you can feel that rising up from the earth body into your body. Not as something that's going from separate to separate, but a motion that is not separate. And if it is separate, if it feels like it is, then notice that, okay? Now we go into the armpits. Oh, gosh. Armpit open. Armpit open. I don't know about all of you, but I have not done any exercise for like a week and a half. I just have not felt like it. So this is the first time, really. Okay, armpit opening, left hip opening. And again, you're going to be the reverse to me. I'm not dyslexic. This is my left. It's going to look like I'm touching my right on the screen because it's flipped. Left armpit open. Open that mofo. Rah! Left hip open, left foot open, okay? Open, 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 open. And gently release into the other side, okay? Like big, open, hairy armpit. Excuse me today, I'm in a mood. Okay? Right, like really in the armpit open. Okay, there's a lot in the armpit. There's a lot of vessels, pathways, lymph. Open it. So often we're like this. Like, how often do you really open your armpit? Open it. And let that open all through that right arm. And this right hip. Open it. Reach it. Stretch it. Okay, boom. Ah. When you come through the middle, you can bend your knees a little bit, stick your bum out. And then again, open it. Armpit, hip, foot, hand. Boom, back in. Okay, open it. Now I can start to feel the waist and the ribs. Left rib open, right rib. Just kind of, excuse me, burping. Other side. Right rib, waist. Okay, feel how the arm and the leg can actually open up that rib cage, waist, and kidney, right? Kidneys that are here in your back. Arm stretch, again, same movement, we're just kind of shifting it a little bit. Arm stretch from that kidney. Right arm reaches, you open up that right kidney. Smooth through the middle. Other way. Left kidney reach, open. So there's a stretch through the arm, from the kidney, and there's also like a from the kidney earth, and there's also an earth up through everything, okay? Sorry if that sounds confusing. Now we can do this side to side like this. So knees stay bent, and there's really just a side bend, like a circular side bend, opening up the sides. Opening up the sides. Okay, solid base here, solid, strong legs. Feel your legs solid. Feel your base solid. Feel your base, your legs solid as earth, solid as base, as foundation. You can reach over as far as you want. You can go slower than me if you want. You can go faster. Keep the legs wide. Sink it low. Really feeling that stretch, that opening through the inner thighs and the backs of the thighs and through the innards of your pelvis. Feel the base of the spine drop. Any holding in the pelvis, any holding in the tissues, the anus, the jaw, just notice it. Make a choice to either keep it or not. We're not gonna take it. Keep holding it if you can. Take a break if you need to, okay? Keep holding it. Keep holding it. So you know that feeling when you know you need to do something. You know you need to do something and you resist doing it. Yeah. That feeling. The feeling that creates in the body of separation. Okay, we're going to come up very slowly. Very, very slowly. can give a little rub to the front here of your pelvis. Front of your psoas, front of your belly, front of your goods. And we're going to just waterfall it forward, okay? Tip it forward, whatever that is for you. So this isn't so much about how flexible your hamstrings are, okay? It's about the stretch, where we stretch from, okay? And why are we stretching? Sorry, my microphone goes up my nose when I do this. I'll hold it here. Oh. Right, so where is that let go of the hold of anything that's been held, or the resistance to motion forward, to take the action that we know is naturally wanting to happen? And yet we meet a wall of resistance there sometimes, and it creates an agitation potentially in our nervous system because there's emotion that's moving us, and yet we resist it. We don't move with it. That's the feeling here. So how do we be in that motion forward that is always here for us? And yeah, maybe we have to meet some challenges or fears or whatever may be there. Sure, they get touched, but we move through them. We don't have to process them. We don't have to go into all our trauma necessarily, right? There is a motion forward that is here for everyone. It is here for all of us. And yet we still sometimes don't choose it. And that's really sad. Okay, so here there's a little bit of a side to side in the hips. You can keep your knees bent. Okay, so again, it doesn't matter what flexibility you have at the moment. Just a little bit of a side to side. You can do a little bit of a side lunge just to get some of that opening movement in the inner leg. You can release your neck. Okay, feel that nice lengthening on the spine. And this side to side lunge can get bigger and bigger. Or it can stay small, okay? But I'm going to let it get really big, okay? Because my legs have this feeling like they really want to open. They want to open. Bam. Okay? But it doesn't have to look like this. It can also just look like this, okay? All right? And if you've got sensitive knees, then yeah, be mindful of that, okay? Don't put a lot of pressure in your knee if that's the situation for you, okay? But this feeling of legs wide, legs open, boom. Arms want to do the same motion here, okay? Boom. Like from the core out. So from the core spine out through the legs. From the core heart spine out through the arms. Like boom. Like kind of this like rah. Like busting through any limitation, any wall, any limit, any resistance. Boom. And over. Okay, and again, there it is. Like stretch through, stretch beyond all the limitation. All that, we're not gonna take it. That's the feeling, like, right? Okay. Keep that opening through the legs and the arms, okay? And we bring it back. And we can bring it over to a lunge. Again, whatever version here. The legs just really want to keep opening. can drop your knee, you can keep it lifted, but the legs from the core of your body and from the core of your spine, the legs are reaching. And again, it's a feeling of reaching through limitation, beyond limitation, not stopping. Okay? We're going to go right to the other side. One foot forward, one leg back. And again, you can drop that knee if you want, but there's a feeling of bam. It's kind of explosive in a way, like when something just busts through a shell or any kind of wall. It just moves beyond it. And there's a feeling of just wanting to stay in this stretch a little bit longer. Like what's happening right now in the tissue in your legs? What are you feeling in that rise up from the earth body into your body as same on a tissue level, on a substance level, not just like an idea, concept level or energetic level, but as a real substance body, like earth body, substance real, same as tissue, cellular makeup, body real. That information right there. So we stay here a little bit longer. If you have to come out, okay? But there's a substance to substance feeling here. Earth substance, body substance as the same substance, as the same material, as the same known, as the same information. Okay? Now I'm going to go to this side. I know that I'm putting my butt in your face, but that's just the direction that wants to happen here. Okay? So you can sit on one leg like this and have the other knee bent. Again, just a nice opening through the hips. Looks like this. Okay? Again, if that's sensitive for your knee, you could come up like this. You could put a pad under your knee. Just, again, this feeling of earth information, earth substance, earth known, earth equation, earth I don't know, but earth. And your body, our body, receiving that as its own known information and substance, okay? Tissue level, okay? Switch sides. So whatever side that you were just doing, do the reverse. It might feel really weird, okay? So it doesn't have to look the same. But one knee is on the ground. Maybe now it's my left, and I'm got my right foot down, okay? And again, there's a feeling of legs and base wide open, earth rise up into base, spine, hips, legs, tissue as the same substance, which is where my body, earth body, is real, not as a cool concept. That's not real. Okay? Now from here, see if we can come into a squat. There seems to be a lot of hips right now. Okay? Whatever version of squat, again, you can do. You can also sit down on something if you need to. You can also come in and out of it if you need to, okay? But some version of a squat, getting really deep into the hips. And again, there's a feeling now of like pelvis and base are in the ground, are the ground, okay? And it's a feeling like this. And there is no grounding that needs to happen because hips and base and pelvis are ground. And you can do a little bit of a circling here. Ooh. Okay. And we're going to lift the hips up and drop the head down again like a waterfall, pouring it forward, okay? And you can keep this fluid, so there's a little bit of a rock forward onto the hands and back onto the feet. If you're not on your hands, that's fine. Just a micro shift of weight towards the toes and back towards the heels, okay? But see if you can keep the neck free, not having to hold itself up or look up, okay? And we're going to slowly float back down into that nice floating squat here. Okay? We're going to go in and out of this a few times. Okay? So now there's a feeling of lightness and buoyancy in the hips, right? We're going to take that lightness and that buoyancy and we're going to whoop, let the hips float up. Let the spine unfurl. Sorry, my shirt's bothering me. Spine unfurl. Okay? Really starting to feel that now in the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs. Woo! Oh. Okay. And the occiput, the back of the neck. And the blood flow. Okay, we're going to slowly float back down again. So a feeling of widening in the hips and also through the jaw here. Same feeling now. Okay? One more time. Hips float up. Spine unfurls forward. Okay? Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, this is bothering me. I have to find another system. Okay. Oh, but like, feel that opening in the backs of the thighs, the hamstrings. Like, it's deep. There's like a deep hold that has been there. A really, really deep hold in the backs of the legs, the thighs. And feeling this uprise earth stretch through the backs of the legs really, really touches that deep, 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 deep hold in the backs of the thighs. Fudja wudja. Okay. You know what? We're going to stay here a little bit longer, okay? Just a little bit longer. If you have to come out of it, come out of it. But really let it touch, okay? Let the deep, deep tissue in the backs of the thighs be touched. And if you're like, what the heck is she talking about? That's okay too. All right. Soften the knees a little bit, okay? We're going to slowly come up out of this. And go into a nice circular motion with the hips. Okay? Nice, big, smooth. Right, feeling some fluid motion in the hips and rising up through the legs, the knees, the calves. And there's a real clear feeling here of we're not trying to get anywhere. And I know I say that, I've said that before, but that's really palpable right now. Like, I don't know how much longer this live stream's going to go for. I don't know what we're going to do next, but there's a feeling of doesn't matter. We're not trying to get from A to B to be finished. Really feeling organs in the pelvis. Villagers of Delphi are like, what is that crazy American lady doing? And then the other way, okay? And really let this open up now, the front hips, creases, psoas area, okay? Front here, again, all the organs inside the pelvis, reproductive organs. And can you still feel the rise up from the earth into your body as the same substance, okay? And that there is information in that. Cellular information. That is new. Okay, arms can rise. Hold on, I don't want to show my pudgy belly on screen, sorry. Okay? There is new information. So with this circular motion in the pelvis and the hips, can you start to feel that move up through the waist and the ribs? My arms are kind of mimicking that. Right? Okay? All angles. So when you can allow the knees to bend at some point and straighten, I know this takes a little bit of coordination, so just circle the hips and let it move through your ribs. It doesn't have to look like what I'm doing, okay? Okay, but heart, now you can really feel the heart. And there's a invitation here to just be free, okay? So you don't have to follow what I'm doing. Or you can. But there's a free, fluid freedom motion through the arms. So we're just going to move with that. Okay? Core of the heart. Core of the earth. Same core, moving as the same. Okay? Arms. Whole body. So the legs don't even have to think about what they're doing, okay? So this is a movement from earth as earth right now, okay? And there's a big like if someone was to say boundary, I'd be like, what boundary? There's just a huge, wide, free stretch here, okay? Freedom stretch. Whole body freedom stretch, okay? So if you're with me or you're watching this later, go for it. Whole body, arms, heart, chest, lungs, ribs, spine, head, waist, hips, pelvis, vertebrae. Okay, moving. With no rules. no limitation, okay, other than the ones we put on them, okay? And then there's just a feeling of wanting to walk. Again, you can keep freely moving. Well, this is still that, it's just in the form of walking. Right? Walking. As body, as earth. Human walking. As body, as earth. And that there is new information here for all of us to receive. Okay? Lungs, breath. And then we'll bring this down to the ground. And a full body stretch. Entirety, that's the word. The full entirety. As I'm free to do what I want any old time. Substance to substance, cell to cell, body to body. Free to free, home to home, known to known. Okay. Stop video. And the unfurl forward of this. Continuously, always.